Hello and welcome back, everyone, to MechWarrior 4 Mercenaries. In this episode, we'll be doing Talon Mech Works defense.
Steiner forces are hitting the security
defense? No. Not defense.
It's okay. We're not actually defending the base.
Roger.
We are acting as reinforcements for a base.
Alpha.
So we're
Let me know if
defending
SATCOM picks up
ourselves.
any other
Defend the
Steiner
Templar
movements in the
prototypes.
region. Take out the designated target.
Yes, if you successfully do this mission, well, you'll actually get a couple of the Templar prototypes for yourself. The
Nice.
Templar are interesting mechs. They're not all that great in my personal opinion, but they do function pretty well.
Not much punch here.
Hellhound, firing. Target is tripped. Target has tripped.
All right, so the Thunderbolts that I'm running, triple Thunderbolts I think do approximately 60 points of damage on hit, but as they are a missile system, they tend to spread out their damage a little bit, which is why this Ryokan is still actually standing, despite the fact that we've hit him what was supposed to be dead center a couple of times. Now he's fallen over.
Well, I noticed that the rocket in flight kind of shakes a little bit, so it might actually hit the imperfect ridge below, or the topography, if you will.
Yes.
Yes. Makes you want to take on more of a sniper rifle approach, which would just be a straight line
Looks
path
like
to whatever the hell you're
mediums are
shooting
breaking
at.
off.
Commander, enemy assault lancers moving in from the south. You need to get back to beta facilities for immediate defense.
Roger. Double time it back to the base, people.
Nav point Alpha reached.
All right, Hellhound is down.
Nav point beta ahead. Whew, man, it's kind of refreshing to see all these targets starting really, really far away. Fire.
And got him. All right.
Target destroyed.
To Nav Beta. Away!
Target destroyed. Yeah, and to think that if we weren't walking this way this whole time, he would have been even further.
Affirmative, Spectre.
As we have been advancing towards the conclusion of MechWarrior, that we have been doing the fire forward, walk forward approach for pretty much the entire game.
Yeah. Mostly because assault mechs tend to be really
Rendezvous at the
goddamn slow.
designated
Like,
nav
I think the
point.
fastest I've ever seen an
Rendezvous
assault
at the
mech go is
designated
about
nav
70
Roger, Spectre.
Rendezvous at the
kph,
designated nav
and
point.
even then you have to pump a tonnage into the engines for it to go that fast. It's look, to be perfectly honest, if you want the best MechWarrior experience, I would recommend figuring out what kind of loadout you really want on a decent heavy mech, like a Black Knight or even a Thanatos, maybe even a Nova Cat. But the assault mechs just get some of the coolest goddamn weapon spreads, like triplets of any particular weapon.
Well, I too used to think that it was cool in Oblivion when I had a character who moved slowly, and not because he was wearing too much armor, just because I didn't think that speed was that important. And then come to find out, yeah, I want my character to be so fast I can just fucking walk laps around these guys. But of course, if you go for lower tonnage, so you have a higher, so you're moving faster than 35 miles per hour on a fucking one-lane road, that not only will you get your target faster, and proceed the dramatic events in the goddamn quest-driven story sequence, and we may still be able to make it in time for lunch.
Well, there's that, but then you also
Confirmed.
have to
Two assault lances
you end up getting
engaging.
compensated,
Take out the designated target.
or having the complication of now you have about half as much firepower and about half as much
Enemy
armor.
detected.
Right. Now, on the subject of armor,
The Talon engineers have brought the Templar prototypes online.
Do you
Attaching in the IFF and comm channels.
do you
Spectre,
see
this
the
is
marginal
Canary.
benefit
Minding
of
me and my
gaining
boys for
velocity
the
in
armies
order
to
to
arrive
dodge,
By
not
all
to
means.
take the
It's
hit
your
but
playground.
sustain
Oh,
damage?
in actual first person games, totally. But in MechWarrior, not really, because despite the fact that it looks like a first person game, this is more or less a third person game, to be perfectly honest. And you need to remember that what we actually are is a weapon system, is a collection of weapon systems on legs.
Correct.
Steiner forces down one assault lance.
All right, so where's the other assault lance?
Meaning that that yes, in that case, you should favor armor, because you can wear down your opponents, because all mech warriors are created equal. They all have independent components, walking systems on two legs that you could cripple one part at a time.
You should have visual in 20 seconds.
A full sweep of gladiators. I don't actually know anything about the gladiator mech, honestly. I know it's a pretty good assault mech, but let's see. It's got an AC-20 and an ERPPC on it.
Ah, damn it! The mountain ridge is in the way. Topography, damn you!
Second assault lance eliminated.
We have valid targets. Oh shit, they're firing.
Target eliminated.
He's aiming
Take
for our
out
right
the
arm, the
designated
bastard.
target.
Understood.
Roger, lead. Roger, Spectre.
Target destroyed.
Enemy is history. Target eliminated.
Oh shit,
They threw a helicopter corpse at us.
they did.
Bastards.
And it worked. We were distracted. But now we are not.
All right. So a normal Hauptmann's got, what is it? I can't bother to read it when they go down so quickly. All right. Heavy Gauss, normal Gauss, and 2 large lasers on the Highlander.
What was that, boss? I don't know. Just keep shooting. Fire.
And the last Highlander.
Son of a bitch.
That's the
There
last
we
of
go.
the assault.
And we
Alright.
succeeded, so
Canary.
not only did we
We
get our
handled
1 million
themselves
SIVA bonus,
nicely.
we also get 2 Templars.
These Templars show
Yep,
sweet.
we have successfully downed the brightness on the entire objectives menu.
Didn't see
Well
anything
done,
wrong with them
team.
today.
We all had a hand in going pause menu settings into brightness settings. We have
You agree to give
successfully
weekly performance stats on
corrected the
system
picture.
integration, and I can have a pair transferred to your command. You game?
Are you kidding? Where do I sign?
On this dotted line, Mr. Spectre.
Steiner assault forces have been
We
beaten
got
back
another
every
Hauptmann,
turn here on
another
Talon.
Gladiator, another
With the milk
Ryokan, and
production
another
facilities
Hellhound, as
burning
well as a
and
normal Gauss and 4
things
light
are
Gauss
looking very
weapons.
grim for
Woohoo!
Archon Katrina.
The light Gauss cannon is honestly a really interesting weapon. No, wait, don't go to Tharkad yet. Not yet. No, stop.
X
Pastor
button.
Dick.
X button. Okay.
All right. No, oh, damn it.
We have successfully canceled the load.
No, we didn't. We went to Tharkad.
As every gamer should know, the first mastery to every game is the start menu mastery.
The reason I didn't want to go to Tharkad yet is because I wanted to go to the mech lab in order to do repairs. But I forgot. But I forgot to do that before we left. So
We
yeah, I'm
didn't
not
take
going to be
that
running
much
Gladiator,
damage.
So
I think we did okay.
all right. And can I please get rid of the bushwhackers now? Thank you. We're literally on the last couple of missions in the game, so we're not going to run the bushwhackers for anything.
Bush League, I say. They might. I would not be surprised if they were using Qs. Although, so you got one vehicle that's called Awesome. You got another vehicle that's called Black Knight. You're trying to say, do I want to be the Awesome or the Black Knight? Because they're both hyperbolic in their own ways, except one is more abstract and the other is more concrete.
I'm showing off a couple more of the mechs that got added into the mech pack, like the Thud, Talos, and Battlemaster, and the Inner Sphere Battlemaster.
I would think the Thug would be on the more more the common rarity.
Hyper AC-20s.
Versus
the Hyper
Atlas.
AC weapons are actually part of the Mech Pack 3.1 update. Gauss rifles. Now, as I was attempting to say, the normal Gauss, the light Gauss rifles are really interesting because they've got longer range than what we can see, as well as relatively high damage. The big issue that they have is that they don't have all that much ammo. So we're gonna outfit this Daishi that we just bought. Maximize armor. Holy shit, we don't have any tonnage left on you.
One gimmick that some games should quit is giving you a ridiculously high-powered weapon, but not a lot of shots.
It's a big problem in Doom Eternal, sure, but in this game it's not that big of an issue because these missions only usually last, between 5 and 10 minutes. So our engagements aren't really all that big of an issue.
Yeah, I mean, because of fucking and remember, this is in context of a multiplayer setting. Of course, I'm gonna drop my win con on you immediately. Fire the nukes. Here's the game right here. I just made it. Fire Fat Man when you're 25 feet away. That's a Fallout 3 reference.
Yes, it is. We managed to buy 3 Daishis during this run. Woohoo!
Sweet.
This is the Hauptmann that we're currently running. So let's attempt to outload this other Hauptmann that we just got from the mission.
Oh, the Hauptmann's got the 50-cent stamp. It's still terrific.
Now, what I would like to do is put three light Gauss rifles on this Hauptmann, but unfortunately, I don't think I've got enough tonnage for it. I've got enough tonnage for 2 normal Gauss rifles.
Right, heavier mech, heavier guns.
Actually, I would have the tonnage for 3 light Gauss rifles, but I wouldn't have enough for ammo then.
Mad stats.
Alright, and then we want to put on either an LRM or a large laser. So, 2 ER large lasers? Just the one, apparently. Or, what are we doing, Pascardette?
We are just marveling, minute by minute, what is an extraordinary amount of complexity to basically to the optimization question. Because you got not just this one vehicle we're working on, which is usually our own, but also a whole fleet of vehicles that all could be optimized. But then you must determine in the game, inside the game, what is optimal. And I must applaud this game for that amount of complexity.
Alright, so
The mission is a
now when we return, we will start Tharkad. Tharkad is in fact the last major area in the game.
Suggest assault mechs with long-range weaponry.
As Castle notes, we should be running assault mechs with long-range weaponry, which is why we got rid of our catapults for a Daishi and a Hauptmann. The Black Knight is the smallest mech that we're currently running. We're going to attempt to upgrade it into this Daishi.
Of course. Gotta try to lower the shoulders in order to send your momentum in.
I don't actually have another Clan LBX AC-20. Fixing that.
Smaller targets, especially because we are working on what appears to be the moon again. That
No,
the
this isn't
topography
the
is
moon.
going
It's
to play
just a
a
very
factor.
cold area.
But it should stand to reason that topography is going to, in addition to small height, going to protect us from many attacks. And in the next part, we will begin the final assault.
Alright, be safe, everybody. And no, this is not the final mission, but Tharkad is the last area.